Hi, this is Tommy Pope. It's Friday. I'm back in my office now. I'm going to try to do a little work for Elrod Pope. This week we spent in Columbia. We dealt with vetoes at the beginning of the week, and that kind of got lost in the noise of the flag issue. And so I wanted to talk to you just a little bit about the flag and the debate and what occurred. The Republicans were never trying to just obstruct that bill. I think for the most part, the members in our caucus recognize the pain that other members of the state feel with the St. Andrew's cross, the rebel flag that was out front. By the same token, I had an opportunity to go to the Confederate Relic Room and look and really appreciate that this heritage issue is about the folks that gave their lives. I said actually on the State House floor, it's much like the Vietnam War. It may or may not have been popular, but the men and women that were called to serve their country stepped up and did what they had to do. And the same thing happened with the Confederacy. And so our great-great-grandfather, it's been education for me. I found that my great-great-grandfather, David Elam Thomas, actually fought at 2nd Manassas, and he was injured there, and fought at the Battle of the Crater. So it's been an educational process for me. But what I recognized at the Confederate Relic Room is there's legitimate issues of history and heritage standing behind these flags that have nothing to do with hate. But recognizing that particular symbol, that St. Andrew's cross, had been used, whether it's by various groups, whether it was by the fact that we put it up in the 60s during desegregation, I could recognize that too. So I really felt going into this debate there was some room for both sides to come away with some dignity and some honor. I supported a number of amendments during the debate. Ultimately, the one that came so very close, within 3 changed votes, was swapping the flag that was up there previously with the 1st Regimental flag. As you can see, it's basically the South Carolina flag with some additional garland on it. I thought that was the perfect compromise to show that we recognize the pain the one banner causes, but we also wanted to make sure that we recognize the heritage and those that had made the sacrifice. Unfortunately, that particular vote, again, failed by about 3 changed votes. I'll have to share my disappointment today is not in the success or failure of those amendments. My disappointment today is, I think, as a Republican caucus and particularly leadership is where we failed. Because there was an opportunity, I think, to bring our caucus together, to find something with some dignity, with a compromise that could have left both sides with gaining what they want and feeling like they were included. But ultimately, the way the debate played out, the way that things played out behind the scenes, I don't think that happened. And quite candidly, a lot of the members, regardless which side they voted on in the end, are distraught about it. And so I think that's the unfortunate part. Now, I will tell you, as you well know by now, ultimately I voted to take the flag down. When I spoke on the floor and spoke in support of the amendment Representative Summerall and I had, I recognize that flag need to come down, but I recognize that our heritage need to be protected. But when it finally got to the end and all the amendments we had were defeated, and again, unfortunately with the help of Republicans, when those amendments were defeated, I had to stay true to what I thought was right in that circumstance. And regardless, I asked for grace from the floor. I asked for grace from the other side to respect the heritage. When they did not show that, I still felt like I had to be the first. Because grace is freely given. Grace isn't something you earn. And ultimately, the fact that they were unwilling to compromise did not change what I thought was right in this circumstance. So I joked with folks afterwards, they said, you won't be governor if you vote to leave it up. You won't be governor if you vote to take it down. Heck, I may never be governor. Then they come to House 47. You won't be there. You will be there. I joked, I said, I was looking for a job when I found this one. And so it's been an honor to serve you guys, and I will continue to work as hard as I can. At the end of the day, at 1 o'clock in the morning the other night, I had to do what I thought was right in these circumstances. And I accept it. I live by it. I appreciate all your contact, both pro and con. Teddy Roosevelt, I'm going to paraphrase, I do the best I can in the arena. and as always, I appreciate your support. Thank you for what your contacts. Thank you for the opportunity to serve you. I'm not checking out. I'm gonna keep working, and I appreciate it. It's been a long week. Thank you a lot.